Onions and leeks are also very good. And actually, these leeks are, I mean, you can eat the greens too, and the green part of any vegetable is going to be really good and healthy and add a little more nutritional value to your diet. Another thing that peppers provide is vitamin A, and actually so do carrots. And I have different kinds of stuff here because I wanted to show you guys some different options. These are obviously fresh produce, but they'll need to be eaten fairly quickly because once it's picked, then you start losing the nutritional value to the produce, so it'll need to be eaten up fairly quickly. However, I plan to take my peppers that I have here and just cut them up, and I plan to dehydrate them. You can freeze them if you want, but I like to dehydrate a lot of that kind of stuff so that, number one, I don't have to find freezer space to store it, and I don't have to worry as much if the electricity goes out. I always have that available, and I don't have to worry about it getting freezer burn or anything either. I'm going to do the same thing with my leeks. I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to put them on the dehydrator and store them dehydrated, and then add them to soups and stuff throughout the winter. But there's other options too. I really like this company called Thrive. They actually do not say that they are organic, but I know that the company only, for their vegetables and their fruit, they only use organically grown produce. They are in the process of becoming certified organic, but that has not quite happened yet. So I like being able to, these are all freeze dried, with the exception of the carrots. I think their carrots are, yeah, the carrots are actually dehydrated. And I don't know if you can see, but the other reason I like the variety is because, sometimes, you can see here, I'll try to get a little closer, the onions and the carrots are the same way. They're just, they've cut them up so tiny, in tiny dices. It's not the best, like if you're trying to make fajitas or something. I want some onion. So what I did is I took some wonderful organic candy onions that I bought from the farmer's market, and I dehydrated them. I even wrote on the label fajita onions. So I have, the little strips of dehydrated onions as an option. If I want to make stir fry, then I can take larger chunks of onion, and I'll have the larger pieces of onion for my stir fry. So those are some different things that I've done. I've done the same thing with peppers. Again, peppers are so great. They actually help the whole sinus, the flow of your sinuses, and help in all the drainage and getting the nasty stuff out. Cayenne is a very good pepper to help whenever you're fighting some sort of a sinus infection. So I just have some bell peppers. Again, the bell peppers that Thrive has, they're great. I mean, these would be great for a meatloaf because, or something like that, or a soup, because they're really small. Especially if you have kids that don't want green stuff in their food. And that's one thing that I love about the Thrive, is the fact that I didn't have to sit here and cut up all these peppers and then go through the whole process of dehydrating all of them or whatever. So these are great. They're a great benefit. But sometimes you just like having a variety. So that's why I've taken and I've dehydrated some jalapeno, and some bell pepper from my garden. Celery. Celery is another very good vegetable for the cold and flu season. Celery cleans, it's very detoxifying to the body. So another must-have. Great to add to soups. Here's some more spinach. Again, I'm going to try to dehydrate some of my own spinach. This is freeze-dried, and I love it for soups, and it's great for if you're making your own Alfredo. I make my own Alfredo sauce out of raw cream, and I oftentimes I'll add that to boost the mineral content in our food and nutrients, and it's easier for the kids to want to eat too. So Thrive also has a green chili pepper that's dehydrated, actually freeze-dried. Most of their stuff is freeze-dried. Some of it's dehydrated, but most of it's freeze-dried. And I actually prefer the freeze-dried texture. Rehydrating it, I actually like that a lot better for a lot of different things. And some other things that I did not set out that are very good to help are your mixed berries. You know, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, all of those are high in antioxidants, and they're really good at being able to help keep your immune system working well, providing the nutrients to keep, to fight those bugs.